In the next presentation, you will see how we can redefine business growth and driving innovation in venture capital and investment. And we've got an exceptional speaker for this session, Magzhan. Kenesbai. He is the acting managing director of AIQ and the chief growth officer at Presight. And his approach is very clear. It's all about translating AI capabilities into business growth, whether that's in the oil and gas sector, smart cities, or anywhere beyond. So please give a warm welcome, Magzhan Kenesbai. Welcome. Great to have you with us.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Pleasure. Does everybody hear me? Okay. So first of all, thank you very much for finding time on a Wednesday to come. It's my honor to represent Presight and AIQ and the G42 ecosystem and some of the initiatives that we're doing. So first of all, what is Presight? What is AIQ? Presight is the largest big data analytics company coming from Abu Dhabi. We're a publicly listed company with about $6.1 billion market cap as of today. We were the largest technology listing in the Abu Dhabi Stock Exchange in the MENA region. We specialize in 4 key sectors, which is financial vertical, energy, government tech, and smart cities. And we are the largest net exporter of Abu Dhabi or UAE technology around the world. We partner with governments from Southeast Asia, Central Asia, Africa, all the way to Eastern and Western Europe. And we're globally actively expanding the AI capabilities of both the UAE and the growth markets into the global stage. Presight also owns a few key, very strategic subsidiaries. One of them is being AIQ. AIQ in its own right is a unicorn. It was the fastest unicorn to come out with only 2.5 years present in the market. It's $1.4 billion market cap based on the latest transaction, and it's our joint venture with ADNOC, the Abu Dhabi National Oil and Gas Company. So these are the key directions. You can find out more information about the company, but here I'm here to talk about our key initiatives, which is one is this joint venture with the Central Bank of UAE, where we are supplying the full foundational platforms, peer-to-peer payment platforms, interbanking transactions, CBDC platforms for the Central Bank. And on top of that, this year we've launched our first Presight AI Accelerator program. Now, if you're a founder with a proven market product, with a proven market fit solution and already expanding globally into customer bases, this is the right program for you. First of all, we're very different to any accelerator that currently exists in the market. We provide you with compute. We give you the access to AI libraries. We do not teach you how to live your life. We don't teach you how to successfully create a startup. This is why you're there. This is why you're the founder. But most importantly, what we do give is the ability to expand and get access to G42's and Presight's global ecosystem. We are the fastest way you can sit in front of ADNOC, the 3rd largest energy company in the world. We're the fastest way you can sit in front of the central bank, the banking industry of the region. You can sit in front of governments from Indonesia, Malaysia to Kazakhstan and produce and sell your product. We are also the fastest way how you can get access to the G42 ecosystem. G42 is the largest AI company outside of the United States. We are a full verticalized AI company, meaning that from data center developers all the way to medtech, space tech, and robotics. And this is the clientele that we can provide as part of our accelerator program. This year was our first cohort. We were honored to accept 10 companies spanning from the growth markets, some representing Kazakhstan, some the United States, some Indonesia, some from the UAE. As of now, all of these companies are actively being promoted within the G42 ecosystem. At the end, most of them will get either investments, 1 or 2 could be potentially acquired, and the others will get commercial deals with our partners, be it the G42 ecosystem or our broader expanded relationships and clients that we service on the global stage. So we are doing 6-month cohorts. I truthfully urge you to apply if you do have products, companies that have the minimum, I would say, product market fit, customer engagement, and certain revenue thresholds. And we will support you from compute infrastructure all the way to potentially investments and all the way up to partnerships. Sorry. This is some of the resounding success that we've had with our first batch. So we took them on a 3-day boot camp. We introduced them to, first of all, our group CEO, Mr. Peng Chao, and he spent 1.5 hours talking to young founders, talking to founders who are just in the early stages of their journey, and telling them about how and what it took to develop G42 into one of the largest AI companies globally. He spent time in terms of talking from products into the institutionalization of your commercial operations to workflows to also the expanding competition that are rising from the more larger hyperscalers, from the larger model developers, and from how do you actually take AI as a concept and apply it into commercial reality, and how do you generate revenue and how do you generate value from it. We had the honor of taking our startups to some of the leadership in Abu Dhabi. One of them is His Excellency Dr. Kuwaiti, who is head of the cybersecurity agency, and other national leaders. The next 2 days we spent talking to our ecosystem. We took the startups to all of the group companies of G42, we took it to our clients, and just from those 3 days of meetings, we already have 1 or 2 deals that are going to be closing as of the next few weeks, and some of them we've announced in the GITEX main hall where we presented some of the opportunities. If you are interested in any of these startups, in the main GITEX, we actually have all of the 10 startups that are representing themselves, talking about their platforms, talking about the success of the accelerator program that we have developed. Some of the successes, as I've mentioned, is 70 qualified leads. So we have a team fully supporting them with business development, partnership expansion, product maturization, commercialization, and institutionalization. We have 5 deals in the pipeline, and we've already signed 1 deal. This is 1.5 months since starting the actual program. So the results are incredibly fast. Now, when we were looking at this, what we were thinking, how do we actually generate value to Presight and the G42 ecosystem from all of our support and active acceleration of these startups and the accelerator program itself? So we decided to launch a venture fund, and we partnered with Shuruk, one of the largest private fund managers in the region with over $500 million in assets under management. And we established a Presight Shuruk AI Fund 1. We capitalized it with our own money, and the goal of this fund is to truly distinguish ourselves from the larger mass of venture funds and venture initiatives that exist in the market. Number 1, we understand technology. We are AI developers. We develop models, we integrate models, we apply models. Number 2, we generate a lot of revenue from them. So we understand the actual commercialization of digital technologies, AI, the infrastructure that supports it, and also what are the next 2-3 years looking out with this transformational product. We are able to underwrite and assess genuine, what we believe the true next winners are. And not only assess them, again, as I've mentioned previously, we're able to come in, invest into them, and further support them into our ecosystem. And the fund model strategy here, I think, will be highly successful because we don't want to rely on hope, we don't want to rely on luck, we want to rely on our own capabilities to hyper-accelerate the startup's success. Now, if we can take on a startup and we are able to put them into a contract where they get access to AdNoc, get access to their data, develop their models on top of it, we are hyper-accelerating the success of this startup and the likelihood that this startup will actually survive and achieve, I would say, a strong positioning in the market. And we want to be part of this journey. So as with the accelerator, if you do have a unique product, you do have companies working with you, you do have a strong team, you're a visionary founder, please do reach out to us. I think all of the information can be received from our Presight booth right there. We would love to evaluate, we would love to partner, and we would love to see how we can support you in this journey. Speaking of how we support, we launched an advisory board within our venture fund and accelerator program. And we invited the who's who. And this is another means of how we give access to our startups that we either invest into or that we bring into the accelerator program in terms of giving them the global breadth. First of all, the chairman of the advisory board is His Excellency Mansour Al-Mansouri. He's the chairman of the Department of Health of Abu Dhabi. He's also G42's CEO of International. We have MX Kwok, who comes from one of the largest family conglomerates in Southeast Asia. He is the founder of K3 Ventures, one of the leading venture funds in the entire Asian ecosystem. And he is one of the great ways of how a startup looking to invest into Southeast Asia or come into the markets can gain access to it. On the US front, we partnered with Jack Shelby. Jack Shelby is the founder of Founders Fund, one of the largest and most successful venture funds in the world. He's also Peter Thiel's partner in all of Thiel's initiatives. So this gives you access to the most sophisticated institutional investment community in the United States and Western Europe that further helps support. So these are some of the ways that we are further garnering the ecosystem. We do want to play a key position in the early stage, growth stage, startup environment in both the UAE and also around the growth markets. And we believe the model that we're creating will create hyper acceleration and hopefully achieve much faster success ROIs for the VC community in the region. So with this, thank you very much for your time. I would love to ask any questions. We are present at the booth here. We have a very large G42 district in the main GITEX at the World Trade Center. We would be honored to engage if you have any questions, any comments, if you're a prospective founder, if you're a startup that's already past the growth stage and already achieving, I would say, hyper growth, and you're looking for integration or partnership with the G42 ecosystem, we would be honored to collaborate. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.